So what's the secret about almost all defense attorneys that you need to know if you, God forbid, ever have to hire one? Let's check it out in this video. So here's the question. Someone I know or a friend of a friend gets into trouble, they get arrested, and they're 5 states away. I don't know anyone in that place. And they ask me the question of, Tom, who am I supposed to hire? How are you supposed to know which attorneys are going to be good ones? How are you supposed to know which attorneys are going to be bad ones? Well, today we're going to be looking at one of those issues in today's video. And that's going to be an open secret about so-called defense attorneys, which is the fact that most defense attorneys, they're kind of defense attorneys, they're kind of not. What do I mean? If you were to look at a percentage of their time that's allocated towards criminal defense, as opposed to family law, slip and fall cases, wills, trusts, and estates, business law, employment law, immigration law, landlord-tenant, neighbor disputes, general civil litigation. I mean, I can keep going on and on and on. It might only be a very small percentage. Now, that might be for a couple reasons. Maybe you live in a more rural area, and frankly, that's just the way that law is done. There's just not enough cases for someone to really focus their practice in one particular area. I get it. But if you live in a larger metropolitan area, and if you're talking to a defense attorney, you're trying to hire them either for yourself, a friend, or a loved one, and you notice, hey, I notice on your website it says that you do everything. You may not be talking to the best person. That may not be the jack of all trades. That might be more of the 3 or 4 of all trades. In my experience in life, the electrician, the best electricians, they do electrical work. The best plumbers, they do plumbing work. I don't know if the best electrician ever is the guy who's doing 10 different types of things, whether it's the electrician work, the plumber work, HVAC, sheet metal, tuck pointing, general masonry, asphalt, landscaping. Probably not the way that's going to work. Somebody who gets really good at something and they develop a reputation for it is really going to try to focus in on one particular area for one simple reason among many others, which is the fact that they're going to be more successful, and that's going to lead to more clients and, of course, more revenue for their office. So if you're talking to somebody who says that they do 6 or 7 different areas of law, which where I am is by no means uncommon, you have to be careful about that. Now, they may call themselves a defense attorney, but if they only spend 5 to 10% of their practice doing actual defense work, I don't know if that's the person I want defending myself or a loved one. Now, again, don't get me wrong. There are some very good and very effective attorneys who definitely buck that trend and are truly the exception to the rule. But generally speaking, I think that's a pretty fair rule of thumb. So guys, if you need to hire a defense attorney, make sure that you hire a defense attorney, not an attorney who also defends. Trust me, those are 2 very different things. And again, I just want to make a couple reminders that there are very good attorneys that do buck that trend. And keep in mind, this will vary depending upon where you are in the country. More rural areas will be different, so you have to pay attention and watch out for that. I appreciate you staying to the end of this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you did, I'd ask that you do all the course YouTube things. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Let me know what kind of videos you want to see. Let me know what other questions you have, because trust me, I've got a whole bunch of secrets I can go through talking about being an attorney, being a defense attorney, and all that kind of stuff. So if you want to know more, throw your questions up. I look forward to reading them, and I'll see you in the next one.